So we got some interesting news out of the CEO of Big Ant Studios late last night. There must have been an influx of messages about the new Rugby League game heading into Origin 1, and I guess it compelled him to make this tweet. He said, "Yes, it's the worst kept RL secret, but we still can't reveal the game. I do want to ease the tension a little, let you know there will be no announcement this week, but I guarantee that it's not far away, and the wait from announcement to game release will be very short." So he pretty much shoots down any theories of an announcement coming during the first State of Origin match tonight. That was plenty of people's predictions that they'd roll out the game during the Origin period, with the game ultimately releasing during Origin 3. So that was my prediction, Origin 3 or thereabouts. I also thought they would get like teasers in the lead up to Origin matches, but as Ross stated here, that won't be the case, for Origin 1 at least. What he did say that was pretty interesting was that there will be a quick turnaround from announcement to release, much like the AFL 26 release. For those that were paying attention, did have a pretty quick turnaround from announcement to release. So it was like, I'd say a few weeks apart, maybe 3 weeks apart. So seeing as there's no announcements on the cards anytime soon, I did want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on the type of game you're hoping for, especially after the reception that Rugby 25 got post-release. At its core, Rugby 25 gameplay-wise was just too basic for a lot of people, and it was the root for a lot of complaints, as well as the bugs, but most of complaints, like I said, stemmed from the lack of depth in gameplay, coupled with the AI being way too easy to beat as well, even on the hardest difficulties, as there was a lack of variety or depth in gameplay from the AI itself. And with a game as complex and structured as Rugby Union is these days, that just was a unfortunate recipe for disaster. In saying that, they are still working on rectifying these issues they're having with the game at the moment. I personally haven't played the game for like close to a month now. I'll be returning to see what I've missed pretty soon for this new Rugby League live game. Rugby League game. What exactly do you expect from a gameplay standpoint, and what would you prefer? Because we've already gotten both styles out of Big Ant. The very basic arcadey type of game in Rugby League Live 3, and then in League Live 4, there was a little more depth added to gameplay. In comparison to League Live 3, it was actually a lot more. As most of you know, when I used to speculate on future games, future iterations, I was hoping for a continuation on League Live 4 gameplay wise. I think the depth is important for longevity, as well as improved AI for a better single player experience. I mean, to be honest, it's been 8 years. I'll be happy with anything new at this point. As long as there's a decent degree of difficulty and a somewhat steep learning curve, I'd be happy with that. From a mode standpoint, I can't imagine we take a step backwards from what we've gotten in the past, and that's a coach career mode where you control the whole team, a player career mode where you control one player and work your way up the ranks to become an NRL superstar, or Super League depending on where you want to play, and the newly mentioned Pro Team, which was said to release day one. Those are the words from Ross. For those of you that don't know what Pro Team is, it's basically their equivalent to an Ultimate Team type mode, a card building game mode where you unpack cards to build your team. From what I've seen in the AFL games, that isn't pay to win. I mean, the choice is there to buy points to acquire packs, but you can also get them by simply completing challenges, playing the game. Plenty to look forward to in these coming months. Again, he did say there won't be an announcement tonight, this weekend. He did guarantee that it is not far away. It just depends on what he means by not far away. Are we talking months? Weeks? Look, I'm excited. The only thing I'm a little nervous about is the gameplay and the direction they decide to take. Anything that isn't an improvement on League Live 4, in my opinion, could potentially be a step backwards, but we'll wait and see. I think we're going to call it there. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to run and share the like button, and for more Rugby League related content and more content in general, go ahead and drop your boy a cheeky sub. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.